Hello everybody, this is Senor Janik bringing you a brand new review. Last time we reviewed the Sonic movie figure collection, which included 5 set pieces, and you guys really enjoyed that video. So today we'll be taking a look at the brand new Tornado figure set, which is released by Jakks Pacific and is currently a Walmart exclusive. As you can see in the front of the packaging, we have Sonic and Tails both riding the Tornado. The bottom of the packaging we have different translations for the Tornado or El Tornado. Here's the side of the box, which shows off a little bit more information, and the back of the box, which shows off a lot more information and details. Then there's the other side, the top side, and least interesting of them all, the bottom side. Overall, I really like the packaging they did for this. It looks really well done, and I especially love the art. And before we even get to the set itself, it's time to unbox it. And here we have the Tornado Biplane. Now, you will have to assemble this yourself, and it can be a bit tricky, but all you have to know is that there's these numbered pieces which you have to put in order starting from the right all the way to the left. So just be mindful of that and you should be good to go. With the assembly out of the way, let's take a look at the Tornado. And so far, it looks really on par with the movie. I absolutely love the decals, except I do have one major gripe with it. If you couldn't tell, the decals are old stickers. They're not actually painted on. As you can see here, I have a huge crease along the bottom of the wing. This isn't a good thing, because that just means that the stickers are prone to falling out or getting scratched. Now, I don't know why they did this, but it feels really cheap and lazy, if I'm gonna be honest. It looks good, but I'm just worried how it's gonna turn out in the future. Now, it isn't all bad, because one cool thing about the Tornado is that the propellers actually move. There's even a mechanism to make it spin. All you have to do is push down on this wheel and it'll spin by itself. Now, I don't recommend using a table to make it spin, so instead use your fingers. I find it much easier to make it spin that way. Now, the wheels on the Tornado actually feel kind of cheap. I don't know. They're not of the premium quality, that's for sure, but it does get the job done. Even the plane itself, all the plastic just feels very cheaply made. Now, while this would make a perfect display piece, everything else just kind of falls apart. I will say that I do love that the propellers move and that they even added a little handle for tails. And again, the decals look good, but I just wish it wasn't made out of stickers. It's a bit sad to say, but I'm a little bit disappointed with what we got. It's not bad, but it could have been way better. Next up are the figures included in this set. First off is Sonic, who has 5 points of articulation. He can move his arms, legs, and head. That said, he is a bit limited in terms of posability, but at least he can still achieve his running pose. Now, in terms of paint jobs, he has something wrong with him. It is a bit hard to explain, so to help me showcase the problem, let me bring out my other Sonic figure. This Sonic figure is the same as the one I reviewed in the Sonic Movie Collection figure set. Now, the problem lies around the belly. As you can see, there's a little bit of blue overlapping in his chest. It is a bit weird looking, and I don't really like that, especially since the original one, the first one I got, doesn't have that problem. But one problem that the original does have is his shoes. The yellow tags on his shoes are a bit out of place, misaligned even. But on the newer one, it's perfectly painted on. It is a bit hard to tell, so to help you guys understand the problem, let me bring both of them up. So yeah, it looks like there's a problem with each figure that I have. But I think the blue overlapping with the chest on the newer one is even more disappointing than the one I originally had. So here's hoping that Jack Specific gets better at its paint control. Next up is Tails, who has 6 points of articulation. He can do the same thing as Sonic, such as moving his head, arms, and legs, but the extra articulation comes from his tails. These can rotate all the way around 360 degrees and are removable too. Now the cool thing about this Tails is its helmet, which the original Tails does not have. They are essentially the same figure, just one wears a helmet and the other one has visible ears. I couldn't find any notable paint errors on both of these figures, but I will say that the older one does look a little bit more vibrant in terms of colors, but it isn't a huge issue. Even with the mishaps that it has, it still looks very accurate to the movie, but it is still notable since you won't know what these figures look like until after you buy it. And here we have Sonic and Tails next to the tornado. First we need our pilot, which is Tails. He's going to be in a sitting position and he's going to be placed on the cockpit. Alright, looks like Tails is ready to operate the tornado. Tails looks amazing just sitting down. Alright, now we have to place the blue blur himself onto the plane. Every 2.5 inch figure has holes on the bottom of their foot, so you can put them on the pegs here, like so. Now Sonic and Tails are ready for liftoff. And thanks to the pegs that keep Sonic in place, you can pose him. He is a bit limited in poses, but that's okay. If you got something cool to share, why not at me at SeñorJanic over at Twitter and showcase it. I would love to see it. I have to say that once everything is put together, it looks really phenomenal. Unfortunately, it's not perfect. I think my biggest issue has to stem from the tornado. The decals are made out of stickers and the plastic is not up to par to my expectations. It's perfect as a display piece, I just don't see anybody playing with it. If you do play with it, you run the risk of ruining the decals or, God forbid, the plastic breaking apart. All in all, I'd give this set a 3.5 out of 5. It's a bit disappointing, I wish they could have done better, but it's not all bad. I do think it's worth the $20 price tag. And hey, if you do get this set, please let me know down in the comments below and tell me what you thought about it. I'd love to hear your opinions. Alright, that's all from me. I'll see you guys next time.